div has its own separate unique ID. But the way that, like, for example, the contact us page is working, I've essentially got an iframe. And the way an iframe works, it's almost a web page within the web page. So that's why it's not changing URL, because it's not taking you to a different web page to display the content. It's basically getting that separate web page and displaying its content inside this web page here. And the way these things are changing is essentially I've got this JavaScript where obviously each button is its own separate constant, but then each of those different divs it's its own separate constant as well. And then essentially anytime one of those buttons is pressed, it will hide whatever's being shown currently and then display the new div. It's really simple. It works as essentially a hide and display rather than taking you to a whole new web page.
Hmm.
I think John and Sapphire will know this. This is something Jeffrey did show us. It's quite simple, and like I said, the whole reason why I'm doing this is rather than having all these different web pages that then we have to apply this template to and constantly copy and then link them all together, essentially what you guys can do is work on your stuff separately, and then when you've done it, all you need to do is upload it to MI Linux, and then I can take the link, create it in an iframe in these separate divs, and then there's no need to like go to different web pages, go across to everything. It's all here in one centralized place. But like I said, I won't be able to do that necessarily with a login or registration. I think they might be things where it takes you to a separate web page. But what I can look at, yeah,
Could we be able to add like a hyperlink or something in here or now?
Yeah, hyperlinks will work. But like I said, obviously, this is essentially like a navigation bar. This will work different than I think the login and registration buttons. They will have to essentially be links to the different web pages. I could have a look and do it the same way the rest of the stuff is, but like I said, I'll just have to tinker around with it and try stuff out. Is there any like more questions? Anyone still confused at how it works?
Anybody got any questions?
Just a quick one about the legal page. I don't know why there's a checkbox.
I basically just saw on GitHub. Yeah. Essentially,
And
I just
that's
saw
the
in
bit down
GitHub
on
this.
about, obviously, I need to write a paragraph about the terms and conditions, and that's what I was on about with the whole checkbox thing, because there's the hyperlinks to the terms and conditions and all sorts. So yeah, obviously it needs improving on. So yeah.
Yeah, I just saw this on GitHub, and it was called like terms and conditions or something. I can't remember what it was actually called, and I just used it just to show the functionality of it. This is like why this is essentially just literally a heading and a piece of text, just to kind of show you things are changing, so it's not just like the same thing constantly repeated.
All right, because how we think it should look like obviously after, like there should be a checkbox together with a no, the checkbox should be next to this statement about a user understanding the policies when they register with us, and that should be on a registration box. So yeah, normally like what I think should be on the legal page is just free policies and like a text, like a document for a person to read. No, nothing really else. It's just like a information legal will be an information page. Yeah, a document page.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
And the hyperlink, which will be available during registration, will take a person to that legal page. Where they can view the document.
Oh, okay. So just basically add the checkbox and all that to the registration page with that, and that link will go to like the document and all that?
Well, the thing is, like the checkbox, it's not necessary. It's an optional function, which is like, you know,
So we don't need the checkbox.
it's optional. It's optional. It's like an additional thing.
Alright.
I think if it's easy, we can do it. If it's gonna bring us troubles, we can always remove it. But I know what you mean. Like, Sapphire, you are thinking about the checkbox in such a way that if someone doesn't check, they cannot progress to the further page, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. So we'll see how it goes. Like, if it's easy, we can try. If you will need help with researching how to do it, I can also help. So yeah, that's all from me. I just wanted to like clarify what's gonna end up where.
Like I said, with the way I've got it working, is you guys can work on that separately, and then when you've done, either upload it to MI Linux and send me the link, or send me all the files, and then I can add it to the template.
Which one's easier for you, the files or the MI Linux link? Or
MI Linux would be easier because then it's just the link and we can have things in separate places. Because obviously, if I get the files, everything then needs to be contained in the same folder then. Whereas if everything's on MI Linux, it's just one file that then connects to stuff on the web, so it doesn't need to be in a zip folder or anything.
oh, okay, I'll send you through like MI Linux then for me.
Yeah.
Who's the one who's going to be hosting the website on their MI Linux? Because currently the latest version is on my MI Linux. So we can be continuing with putting it on mine.
I mean, yeah, it's then I'll just have to keep sending you like the latest versions for you to keep continuously uploading, or I can have it on mine because, like I said, I've got the template in my text editor already. Like I said, this is the reason why I was thinking like upload anytime we've got something that's due for a web page, is that we can upload it to our unique MI Linux, and then as long as we have the link, it can all connect together.
Yeah. Well, currently we've got the upload to MI Linux folder on GitHub. So if you do have anything to upload to it, just put it in there and just tell me that you've uploaded it in there, and I can just quickly upload it. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have the raw file for that new logo you made?
Yes.
As I say, you can even upload that to MI Linux, and then rather than having the logo in the same file as the template, that could just be uploaded to MI Linux, and then I could include it as a link. And then it
Yeah.
will
I
have
think
that
I
on.
did upload it to MI Linux.
You probably did, yeah, when you uploaded the whole thing to MI Linux, yeah.
Yeah, I did upload it to it. And then I literally just put, I think it was website logo.png in the code. Yeah. There is one more task for Sapphire here, which is start creating the view your account page. Have a look at examples first. So it's more just.
Say that again.
Just start creating the view your account page and have a look at examples first. So it's more of a start having a look at other examples so that we can get a good idea.
So basically, like profile pages.
Yeah. So
Because
just have a look at how some other websites do it.
I already did that yesterday or the other day. I looked at some examples.
I'll take that one off then. So next we've got Camille. Make a design layout for what the what the homepage should look like. Have you had a start on that?
I'll probably do it today. I'll at least have a go at it. Yeah, should get it done soon.
Did you understand what I meant by that?
Yeah, like a design.
Yeah. So just draw up a rough design of what you want it to look like. then Callum will have a good idea of what to implement. So what I mean really is where maybe some paragraphs should be, maybe just put on an introduction to our website, maybe a photo there if you want some photos, something like that. Just think about what we want on the homepage for new viewers and returning viewers to see.
Yeah, I'll have a look. Yeah.
Gopina or Josh, I keep on saying Gopina. I've put on there
No
start
problem.
writing up information for the legal page. So have you started writing up that?
Well, when you say information for the legal page, I think we already have information because what's supposed to be on the legal page is those policies, right?
Yes.
So that's the information we need, and so it's already created. We've got terms and conditions, we've got privacy policy, and we've got cookie use policy. So I think that's the like a basic information, basic legal information that a person that registers with us needs. There is GDPR consent form, but I don't think that's necessary. You see, let's start with the basic policies. Maybe along the way I will find something else. But to be honest, like those three I mentioned are the most basic and the most popular on pretty much all the websites. You know, even Twitter during registrations has a similar sentence, actually inspired. Actually, the sentence I want to put to the registration box, to be honest, is inspired by Twitter. Twitter have that information for a person that registers that. When by registering with us, sorry, Safari, did you wanted to say something?
Oh, I'm all right.
Let me go on Twitter. I can actually, I don't know if I can share screen, but I can read it for you. Yeah, so when you go to the Twitter's main page, and there's a box which you can use to register yourself with them, and they have this kind of like a statement. By signing up, you agree to terms of service and privacy policy, including cookie use. And I want to do it in the same style, to be honest. Like, and when I go to the terms of service, I highlight. There is a highlight, like the word appears blue, and then you can click it, and it takes you to the information page. Yeah. So,
Yeah, that sounds good.
so the solution I want to like use here is it seems to be popular and simple and popular.
Yeah. One thing to mention though is that you said about putting 3 buttons on the page. I think that instead of 3 buttons, you could actually just put on one after another, like in a list, because that way it would actually fill the page. Otherwise, it would just be basically a blank page of 3 buttons on it.
Do you mean that if someone like goes with their own mouse to the legal tab, the legal tab like expands and there's like 3 options? Is that what you mean?
Do we actually need a legal page, or you're on about having a legal page with some drop-down options where you can't actually go to a legal page, but instead you can view the 3 options underneath it?
Well, to be honest, just a matter of arrangement. What I mean by that is that when someone goes to the legal tab, which is on a homepage, right? They click it, and on that, and that should give them an option to read all of those policies. So they just should have like 3 hyperlinks available to them: terms and conditions, privacy policy, and cookie use, and they can click whichever they want to read about.
Yeah,
So
so you
we
want
just have,
on the navigation bar, you want a legal tab, and then below it, you got 3 drop-down options which you can click on. That's what you're after, isn't it?
yeah. legal tab, and then they can go to the legal tab, and they have 3 options to choose from. Simple as that, and then we can put those policies over there.
So we don't actually need a legal page. We just need the legal tab with 3 drop-down options.
When you say legal page, what did you meant before by legal page?
Well, whenever you go on a website and you click on the legal tab on the navigation bar, it'll take you to a page for the legal page. Whereas by the sounds of it, we don't actually need a page for it. We just need it to say legal, and then we have a drop-down box with 3 options that we can click on.
I think that makes it more tidy actually, because once we press on one option, then it'll like with like copyright or things like that and everything. So it's actually up to the user then.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I think. Sorry, I'm a bit lost. So, do you guys like get what I want, how I want it to look like?
I think I understand what you mean. I think that we don't need a legal page. I think that we need just the legal tab on the navigation bar where it says legal. You hover over it, and then you get 3 drop-down options which take you to those 3 pages that you want.
Yeah, exactly,
it, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, exactly.
So whenever you actually click on legal, we don't actually need it to take us to a separate page just for legal, because we aren't actually going to need a legal page. We just need 3 drop-down options under legal on the navigation bar.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be enough.
Kieron, what do you think of being able to implement that? Kieron, are you with us? Guessing not. Kieron is silent. We'll ask him about it later once he comes back. So next, obviously, I've got Callum's task on here, which is write a description for the homepage of the website. I think you could probably get started on that now. So you just write up an introduction, just a short.
Yeah,
one.
I'm gonna start on that today. Once I finish work, I finish at 8:30, so
Yeah,
I'll start on that today.
yeah. It doesn't need to be too long, because obviously we need it to be probably about maybe 5 to 8 lines, maybe. Just a short introduction to the website. Because if
Yeah.
it's too long, people won't bother reading it.
Just like a decent paragraph.
Yeah.
No worries then.
For Kieron, I add new features to the website to make it look visually pleasing. I'm guessing he's still not with us right now, so I'll mention that one later. I think that might be all of the tasks for now. Yeah,
So have
the
I
only ones.
Sorry, so have I only got the task to write the homepage introduction and then help with the legal page or the policies and whatnot?
Well, what you've got is we need Camille to make the design for the homepage. Then you can make the homepage based on that design. So there'll be more than just a description afterwards. And then the contact us page, is it the legal page is what I've given you, isn't it? But obviously that's going to be slightly different now. So you're going to have to help Josh to implement the legal page stuff. So what we've previously talked about.
Yeah, so adding the drop down for it and stuff like that, or
Yeah. So it's adding. I think Kieron might be able to add the drop down boxes to the navigation bar.
oh yeah, so just the pages themselves.
Yeah. So then 3 pages, then you can do the design of them.
That's all good then.
Yeah. And obviously any information that Josh wants to add to it, then you can just put it on them pages.
Yeah. No worries.
Yeah. I think that is all of the tasks. I think I've covered everything. I do have on here 27th of March to the 2nd of April, which is obviously long gone. So it's going to go through the 4 tasks on there. Hopefully we can tick them all off. So John had finished working on the web page where users answer the surveys. I don't know why that was April 2nd, but I'm guessing you giving me that date. If John's still with us.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm almost done. I've just been working on it now.
Yeah. Have we already got that though under the current list? Let's check. Actually, I'll move that one up to the current list. I'll change the date on it to this Sunday. What date do you think we should put down on it?
Sure, Sunday.
Sunday. So next there's 3 for Sapphire in here. So create the terms and conditions for the registration login system. I think you want me to move that one up.
Yeah, but it should be done around this week coming.
Yeah. So by the 28th.
Yeah, I
Guys,
think so. Yeah.
Another one was work on making the registration login system more secure. I think that one's already been done, has it?
Well, that
Now, according to Josh said, he so all I need to do is add the validation and all that, which I will see if I can do. So yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
So
I'll
I'll
work with
change-
Sapphire on that.
So we've got a bunch of tasks for the next week, loads of them. Hopefully, a lot of them will be quite quick to tick off. They're not massive tasks, just more of a list of them. It seemed that we had the same one twice by the looks of it. Unless I change one. Oh, yeah. Use Bootstrap to test creating a contact assignment. That one's already been done. So tick off that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't need to add this to the contact us page. No.
No, I think the contact form's fine. My only thing, the contact form, which I was gonna get Kieron to do, but you can do it yourself if you want. Hopefully, should not take very long to do it all. Is that we need the contact us form to maybe fill the page a bit more, because at the moment it takes up a block of the page, but then there's a big white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do with that.
Yeah. Hopefully, it should be a quick fix.
Jack,
And Josh, you had the MVP individual contribution report, which was down on Saturday, April 1st. Did you complete that? I'm guessing you did.
yeah, ticket.
Yeah. Did you get your grade back yesterday for sprint 1?
Why? We were supposed to get our grades back.
We
Yeah, some of us have. For sprint
I'm
1.
going to go and check more.
haven't checked yet.
And I know Josh wasn't. Oh, sorry, no, Josh. And
So I
John
did
wasn't.
send it.
Well, I think everyone pretty much should have had it by now. I think anyway.
Yeah. Not sure about Josh because obviously I think he handed it in a bit later than the rest.
Oh yeah,
Sapphire,
with extensions and stuff as well, and it might be a bit later with
Another thing for Josh was write a security consultant risk assessment report. I'm guessing that one's been done by now as well.
Well, I wasn't really too good about the report. It's quite poor, to be honest. Right.
Did you complete it though?
Can I ask something quickly? You know, with
Yeah,
the
yeah.
software developer report, yeah, does only one person need to write it, or do we all have to write one separately? Because I'm nearly done with the software developer one, so yeah.
I imagine that you all have to do your own ones because I think everybody's got their own report to write. So I reckon every single person's gonna have to do their own one.
Well, I'm nearly done with mine, so yeah.
That's what-
Yo, Jack, you know, to be honest, I didn't really hand it in my individual report, to be honest. I think I'll have 0 points for that.
That's fine.
I just like, I don't know, like you can tick it or not, but I think tick it, but I didn't like submitted it. I would just have to like survive on the points for the group tasks.
Yeah, you should be.
You
alright
might
with
not
that.
be surviving.
I'll make it. I'll make it. I'll be like Bear Grylls. I'll survive on whatever I can.
Live inside a camel.
Watch Josh get more points than me.
Well, if that makes you feel better, John, you were not the worst because I didn't even submitted the individual contribution report. Not that I'm proud of that, but I just like was busy with other stuff.
I don't care
personal
about being
things.
the worst. It feels insulting.
That's the
Or
only
just
thing when you have, like, that's the only thing when you have multiple assignments to submit around the same time. It gets like confusing a bit. After,
John, did you end up emailing Herb about it, or
Yes,
yeah,
he hasn't got back
so-
yet. Maybe.
Oh God, you'll have to pray until he actually replies.
I don't know. I
Should
just
do.
decided that I'll probably get better, like easier points for a different task